Hello guys, welcome to my channel Ezek. My name is CJ Ezekiel, and I really want to say thank you so much for bringing out your time to watch this video. And I really hope that you will pick one or two things from it, maybe to advance your CSS, advance your JavaScript, and maybe a project you're working on, and the video kind of help you to be able to go through the project and fix any bugs or challenges you are having in the project. And I would so much appreciate if you can also inform me on the comment section below to tell me how the video and the tutorial has helped you. And then again, I would so much appreciate it if you can take out your time to subscribe, like the video, and to comment. It means a lot to me. I've kind of noticed recently that a couple of you guys have been subscribing to the channel, and it really means a lot to me. I really want to say a big thank you for those of you who do so. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate that. It's been quite a while since the last time I posted. I've been kind of dealing with a couple of stuff. I'm just putting one or two things together. You know how these things are. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's dig in. Today we're going to be dealing with this project here. It's actually making a random background image for a web page. You can use any image, any picture you want to use, and that serves. So this is Voyagers. Is the movie Voyagers. I kind of used the screenshot from the movie. I think that was the quickest picture that I found at the moment, and I think I like the movie too, and I wanted kind of consistency. So when the background is changing, let it be different scenes in the movie. All right, so let's dig in. Okay, let me refresh so you can see what I'm talking about. This extra bit feature added, this CSS animation, the fading in from top and the fading in from the side. I'm also gonna show you guys how I made that, in case you don't know that at the moment. All right, so let's dig in. My VS Code is open. My editor is open, and I'm on a live mode. So well, this is what we got here. Let's go to my project folder. Okay, this is the project folder. These are the images labeled from 1 to 5, and these are the files. And there it is again. So let's start. By the way, I'm already on a live server, and this is the main. Let me refresh a bit. This is the main project page. Okay, let's change this to, what have you named the first one? Random background image. Yeah, that name should do. All in capital. Okay, that's it. Let's bring in our CSS. Excuse me. Link CSS. Whoa, I think I should turn this down to the lowercase. Yeah, so we got that one sorted out. So what's the first stuff we got here? Let's see. Okay, the body of the HTML tags are not even that much, just a very basic, I think 4 to 5 line stuff, so it's not really much here. Let's see, we got ourselves a section. Whoa. Wow, my coding is quite rusty. It's really been a little bit of a while since the last time I coded. It's really showing in my typing. Okay, so we have our H1, which we named Voyagers, all in uppercase. And then we got our H3, and what did we call that? Wow, that's upper. We don't want upper though, it doesn't matter, but we want consistency here. Okay, we called it on board together. Then I added a little span here, and Humanitas, I think that's the name of the ship in the movie. Humanitas, okay, that's it. Then last thing I'm gonna add here is it's gonna be this script. Whoa, VS Code, why are you so persistent to recognize yourself in the uppercase? Okay, the one is app.js. I think, let's see what we got here. Yep, basically done. Wow, this project is not gonna waste time, and I will be very grateful for that. Okay, so let's open our CSS. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're gonna first of all make every stuff here padding 0 pixel, margin 0 pixel, so we can remove every spacing, border box, the usual. Let's see what we got here. Yup, it shapes up. Okay, let's see what we got next. We go for the body, and we're gonna use the font family of Sego. Am I typing that right? Sego UI light. And if we don't find that, we can make do with let's see if it reflects properly. Yeah, perfect. Excuse me, perfect. Then background color is gonna be hash. The hexadecimal code is gonna be hash 12475F. Oh yeah, here we go. Is that even necessary? Just to give it a color, but the graphics are still gonna cover it. Doesn't really matter. You can just omit that. Okay. Our text color is gonna be hexadecimal F1, 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 some kind of, should I say, lighter, darker, or darker shade of white. Alright, so the next property we're gonna add here is gonna be the overflow X. And we want that to be pretty hidden. We're done with the body. Then let's get to our section. And we're gonna say width. Let our width be 100. Viewport width. Let the height. Let the height be 100. Viewport height here. And then the background image. For now, we're gonna use a background. We're gonna use this image URL. We're gonna use 1.png. Now, when we get the JavaScript part of the project, this tutorial, we're gonna override that. But for now, let's something be here, okay? And it is more than one. It repeated itself more than one time. So let's do something about that because it's not looking cool. Okay, so we say background position. Center. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's still repeated, but at least it is centered. Next is gonna be background size. We want it to cover, so that should. Okay, yeah, that does that. Then we're still gonna say background repeat. No repeat. Okay, so this has taken care of that. Let's try a little bit to. Let's see what we got here. Perfect. There is no overflow anyway. It kind of what is about the overflow again? The overflow is hidden. Yeah, overflow X is hidden, so no problem. That's okay. We continue with the H1. Let's say position absolute. Absolute. Let's make it width of 100%. Wow, guys, my typing is a bit rusty. I really gotta have to code more. I need to code more often. Let's see what it gives us. Wow, it drops it on the very topmost, no problem. So let's take this and go back from here. Okay, we're gonna say top 30%, left 50%. Top 30%, left 50%. Perfecto. Yeah, I've been improving on my Spanish. So that is perfecto. Let's see what's next. Transform. We're gonna say translate minus 50% minus 50%. Okay, let's see what that gives us. Whoa. Okay, no problema. We're gonna say letter spacing at what? 50 pixel. Let's see what that gives us. You know what, just to avoid going back and forth on this browser, let me just minimize this a bit and see if I can hide this one and minimize this a bit. Let me just split the screen. Oh, don't think there's no need. Let's continue with what we got. The video is not that long anyway. Okay. We have a text align. Center. Then again, guys, the main purpose, the focus of this video is not actually about the CSS. It's about the JavaScript. I just want to see if I can add a little bit of something here, just in case if you're new to CSS, you can pick something in addition to what you're going to learn for the JavaScript from there. So font size is 2.5 RAM. Animation, okay. This is going to be dealing with the animation. Alright, why don't we make the animation right now? No problem. Let's say animation. I'm going to give it a name of heading. And then animation duration. Then again, guys, I don't want to take my time to explain this. I don't want to take time in explaining this explain the CSS aspect, because I want to focus on JavaScript. Animation duration 3 seconds. And animation view mode. View mode forwards. So I don't expect anything to happen at the moment. Nothing crazy should be happening here. So let's go down here and actually add the animation at keyframes. At keyframes, then we'll pick our heading. Heading and curly bracket it. At 0%, what do we want? We want the top. Want the top to be minus 50 pixel. Let's see if that worked. Wow, not bad. Not bad. That worked okay. Then at 100%, I think I might have to duplicate this stuff. This guy here. Saved me a lot of stress with repetitive typing. Just add 1 and 0 here, and say at 100%, let the top be 30%. Let's see what we got. Whoa. Am I sure I got that correct? At 100% top, 30%. Whoa. Let's see what we got here. %. Okay. Let's see what. I say 30 pixels, not percent. You're silly me. Okay, let's check it out. Refresh. Perfecto. Okay. Next property we're gonna add is they're gonna deal with this opacity. It's like I may have to duplicate these boys here. And use them for opacity. At 0% for opacity, it's gonna be 0. Opacity is gonna be 0. No unit added. Then at 50% is gonna be 2. Let's erase this. Okay, that's 0.2, not 2. Then at 100% is gonna be 100. Sorry, it's gonna be 1. Silly me. Okay, let's run this stuff and see what we got. That's fine. Next proper, okay, I think that's it for this one. So let's deal with H3. H3 is basically almost like, let me duplicate this rather. They are just literally basically are the same thing with little adjustment. Alright, so I'm gonna tag this H3. I'm gonna give it width of 100%. Okay, it's got it absolute. Top 60. 60% is the top, left 50. Yeah, left 50. Translate, transform, translate, the same thing. Text align center. Letter spacing 1.4. This spacing 20 pixel. Letter spacing 20 pixel. Font size 1.5 rem. Just make some changes here then. Animation name is content. Speed 3 seconds. Animation duration. Animation few move forwards. 10 pixels. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's not bad. Then we're gonna change this to content. At 0%, let the left be minus 1000 pixel. Pixel. At 100, let the left be 50%. For the opacity, at 0, let it be at 0%, let it be 0. At 50%, let it be 0.5. And this one's gonna be 1. Okay, let's run this stuff and see what we got. Wow, you did not disappoint. Okay. Let's do a little touch up for the span. Just the color. Hash 888. Okay, let's see what we got here. Perfecto. Alright, then we're done. So let's get to our JavaScript. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do this on DOM content loaded. We're gonna make use of this our images. Okay, let's say document dot add event listener. Add event listener bracket say on DOM content loaded. Okay, I used an arrow function here. Const section equals to document dot query selector section. Okay, so what did we do here? We targeted this particular section here. That's the element we picked using our query selector. So we put it in a variable called section. All right. Then within it, this is the next stuff we want to do here. We want to call a function. Call function every every 2 seconds. Now, that's the next thing we're gonna do, but we're gonna deal with other stuff first before we get to this part. The next thing we're gonna do now is we are gonna write a function. We're gonna write a function that will put the images in an array. The images are gonna be in an array. This is what I'm talking about. Create a function named set bg image. Set bg image. We're gonna put the image in an array, and we're gonna say const images. Const images 1.png 2. Oh, let me just duplicate this. I think there are 5 of them. Yeah. 2.png, 3.png, 4.png, and 5. I remove this last trailing comma here. Okay, so that's basically to this one here. Okay, we're gonna randomize the arrays so that anytime, within our 2 seconds, with every 2 seconds, the background, just like this, let me show you here, just like this here, every 2 seconds on its own, you're gonna select a random image from the array and display it as a background. All right, so let's get back to it. Okay. Randomize arrays, or array, whichever. Okay, const rand image equals to images dot. So this is one of the JavaScript inbuilt methods that you can use to deal with this sort of thing here. So this is actually the code use, which I've been trying to really understand it very well. Use my arrow function, and this is gonna be 0.5. So 0.5. So minus math dot random is another JavaScript method. Then to check, let's console log some stuff here and see what we got. Okay, so let's take a step backward and take a look at this randomized array we just did here. Const random image is a variable assigned to images.sort. Now this array, this image array here, we picked it up, then we say sort, then we added two parameters, I'll call it two parameters, A and B. Then we said this 0.5 I think is like half of 1, so it kind of make it in a way that I've worked with this before, in a way that the array will not pick more from 1 to 2. It will not pick more from 1 to 2, and it will not pick more from 4 to 5. So whenever we refresh, whenever the function is called, rather, let the array pick randomly from between 1 and 5 without being biased or partial. So if this value here is not 0.5, let's assume it's 0.1 or something, I think it might end up tilting towards 1, 2, and 3. It's gonna pick them more often than it will pick from 3, 4, and 5, or 4 and 5. So that's why I think you need to keep this at 0.5. Okay, the next one is going to be this math function here. So we use this math function to call the random method in JavaScript. So this random method is the one that actually does the randomizing and the selecting, the random selection. Now, this rand image is what we're going to be working with really. So we're going to be using as our background because we're going to use JavaScript to assign the background image. So this rand image, we choose the first item in the array. So once it is randomized, the first one is always going to be different. So we're just going to use that first item, which is 0, the index of 0. So let's take a look at our console log and see what we got here. That should be F11, right? Or F12. Okay, yeah. F12 it is. Console log. Let's refresh. Whoa. Oh, okay. Did I not add my JavaScript? Here. After JS, okay, that's added. Console log. Oh, we have not called the function. My bad. All right. Let's call the function. Okay, set interval. Set interval. Set picture image. Where the heck did that come from? Okay. Set pg image is where? Oh, my bad. Here it is. That we use 2000. Then let's check what we got. Yeah, that is it here. Yes, every 2 seconds is picking different background images. Sometimes it can actually repeat one. But I think it's on a very rare occasion that it can repeat 1 3 times. But apart from that, I should be able to repeat at least 3 times, 2 times, and it will consistently continue with 1. So that's why we are seeing this stuff here. Let's refresh and see what we got still. Yeah, there we go. Let me zoom a bit. Refresh. So it's kind of a random stuff, so you can expect that. Let's close that off. All right. What's next? We can turn this off. We no longer need it anyway. Let's set background image, and then we are done. Set background image of our web page, of course. Now we're gonna call our section. Where is it? We're gonna put this section here, which is the same one here. So it's the section that actually carries. Let's go to the CSS here. Let's see. Yeah, it's a section that carries the background. So we're gonna go to its background style using JavaScript to replace it. So this background of this section, which results in this here, we're gonna go to JavaScript and overwrite this background that we used 1.png. Okay, section dot style dot background image with JavaScript on camel case. We're gonna assign. Sorry, I want to use this batiks so I can use the $sign. Okay. Yeah. Then rand. You know what? Let me just copy. This. You can actually experiment with, instead of using just 0 here, you can actually use, instead of making use of just 0, you can actually use use 1, any number you want. But I think I see no reason to use any of this other stuff, whereas I can still use 0. So let's refresh. See if yeah, it's already reflecting. Okay, let's go down a bit here and see what we got. Yeah, that's basically it. I think in the original project, let's wait for it. Yeah, it's responding properly. It's exactly what we want. Okay, in the original project, I think I used the JavaScript to add the styles, like section.style.background position. I use center, section.background, section.style.background repeat, no repeat, and section.style.background size, cost of assign is cover, section.style.transition 0.7 seconds. So I think that should be the next thing I'll do now. Let me duplicate this and section.style.background, no, does transition. That will be 0.7 seconds, just to smoothen things up a little bit. Add a trailing comma here, and I think here too. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to this one here. Okay, so let's choose this one before the JavaScript begins to load. So let's see, if we remove the CSS, let's see if we can start from any other place other than this first image. Let's comment this one out. I hope I'm in the right place here. Okay, yes I am. Okay, that's perfect. Whoa. Okay, this is the reason why I left that CSS. I left it there. Yeah, let's keep it back. It cannot make this thing very plain. Okay, I think that is just it about that, guys. I think we're done with this particular tutorial today, and thank you so much if you have stayed with me to the very end. I appreciate it, and I want to say a very big thank you. Before we wrap up, please go to the subscription button if you have not subscribed yet. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And if there's a particular kind of project you guys would want, please just let me know about it. If it's something that we can talk about it, so you can give me a much more explanation of what you want done, then I will look into it. Because the one person bring an idea and maybe 3 people bring 3 different ideas, it's going to be quite difficult knowing which one I will go with. And if there are other ways you think I can better this video, please let me know. I will appreciate your input. So the resources for the project is going to be on GitHub repository, so you can just clone it from there, or you can use your own pictures, or you can anyhow you want to do it. It's just up to you. Thank you so much for sticking with me to this very stage of the video. Adios.